I decided to launch this new channel to complement my main travel channel because I use credit card rewards to help facilitate my travel. So thank you in advance for your support. I'd argue that maximizing credit card travel and cashback rewards is challenging and will likely continue to be challenging to the average credit card holder. Unless you're like me, who enjoys exploring and exploiting credit card rewards, you don't stand a chance to maximizing credit card value. What may have been true about a card last month may not be true today, because credit card issuers continue to reinvent themselves to stay competitive, as well as to shore up any unintended loopholes in their offerings. It's a lot to keep track of, which is where I come in. Be sure to subscribe to this channel to stay up to date on how to keep your credit card rewards game current. I'm a frequent international traveler with a special focus on East Africa. So maximizing travel benefits to help finance my travels to Africa matters. I also focus on how to keep the benefits flowing while being abroad for 3 to 6 months at a time. To that end, I need to call out that an abroad travel credit card strategy is different from a home credit card strategy. A home travel credit card strategy involves amassing awards or cash back without having to take into consideration the impact of any limitations from outside the US. Here are some examples. The Chase Trifecta. This trifecta would include the following cards: the Chase Freedom Flex, the Chase Freedom Unlimited, and one of the Chase Sapphires. Let's initially go with the Sapphire Preferred, given the current 80,000 bonus offer for new signups. Please note that you cannot hold both of the Chase Sapphire cards at the same time. This is a curious restriction for me. This is why I recommend quickly performing a product change to the Sapphire Reserve once you've satisfied the spend requirement of $4,000 over the first 3 months to receive the Sapphire Preferred 80,000 bonus points. This is assuming you want a true travel card that packs a punch. Be mindful that the Sapphire Reserve comes with a $550 annual fee. That's arguably a pretty good setup, though not a great one. More on that later. With this setup, between the two Freedom cards, you take advantage of 3% on dining, 3% on drugstore purchases, 5% on a rotating category each month, with this benefit capping off at $1,500 per quarter, 1.5% on everything else. With Sapphire Reserve as part of the lineup, you would take advantage of the travel-related perks such as a $300 annual travel credit, Priority Pass, Global Entry and TSA PreCheck, 3x on dining, 3x on travel, and when purchased through Chase Unlimited Rewards, earn 5x on flights, 10x on hotels and car rentals, and earn 50% more value when redeeming points through Chase Ultimate Rewards. I still encourage doing the work to transfer points out to Chase travel partners to realize more value. And finally, 1x on everything else. Please note that the Freedom Card's cashback percentages may be easily converted to Chase points once you're holding one of the Sapphire cards. However, this setup would quickly fall apart if you sought to take it abroad with you. Both of the Chase Freedom Cards have foreign transaction fees. Paying transaction fees would be a no-no if you're seeking to maximize credit card rewards. The Chase Trifecta is a good home strategy, but a poor abroad strategy. Another example of a home strategy which would fall apart abroad would be the Citi Trifecta. However, I prefer it over Chase, and I'll share why shortly. The Citi Trifecta would include the following cards: the Citi Double Cash, the Citi Custom Cash, and the Citi Premier. I easily recommend the Citi Trifecta to family and friends because it is ridiculously easy to set up and execute on a daily basis. Even my mom knows how to use it. The Double Cash. Earn 1x at the time of purchase and earn 1x after payment. This is effectively a 2x catch-all card. Because if you've been watching this channel, you know that I advocate paying the full statement balance each month. The Custom Cash. This too is pretty simple to manage, but I recommend that most should just treat it as a gas card. It offers 5x points on any one category, but it caps at $500 in qualified monthly spend in the one category. Any spend over $500 in one category will earn you 1x points. Though I recommend using it as a gas card, it's perfect for any monthly category that will come in just under $500. For example, if you care to, you could put your monthly groceries on the card, and once you've reached $500 for the month, transition to using one of the other cards in the Trifecta, which makes sense. Rounding out the Trifecta is the Citi Premier. This is such a fun card because it covers so many categories. 3x at restaurants, 3x at supermarkets, 3x at gas stations, 3x on air travel, 3x on hotels, 1x on everything else. Through June 2024, you will earn 10x on hotels and car rentals when booked through the Citi Travel Portal. As much as I enjoy and recommend the Citi Trifecta to friends and family for US-based usage, like Chase, this Trifecta falls apart if you seek to take it abroad with you, because both the Citi Double Cash and Custom Cash incur foreign transaction fees. And once again, our strategy is not to pay transaction fees. What about the American Express Duo? How does that hold up when traveling abroad? This includes the Amex Platinum and the Amex Gold. In the US, this is by far my favorite combo. Dining in supermarkets are my largest spends outside of housing. So my Amex Gold card gets a serious workout with its 4x points in both those categories. However, this too falls apart when traveling abroad. But not to the degree of the Citi and Chase Trifectas, given that those are non-starters to take abroad. Out of the gate, the American Express Gold is limited because the supermarket category is restricted to US supermarkets only. This leaves just the restaurant category. The challenge with the Amex Gold while abroad is that many restaurants, especially in Africa, do not accept Amex. And when they do, it is not unusual for the merchant not to be categorized as a restaurant. So again, this is a good setup in the US, but not so when traveling abroad for an extended period. So what powerful travel setup have I not mentioned as yet? The Capital One Travel Duo. This consists of the Saver One, or the Saver, and the Venture X. This duo works well within the US, and it's also perfect to take abroad. The Saver One, which has no annual fee, offers 3% on dining, 3% on entertainment, and 3% on popular streaming. This is where Hulu, Netflix, and cable come in. On the other hand, the Saver offers 4% on each of the above three categories, but it comes in with an annual fee of $95. This is where you need to justify your spend to determine if the additional 1% is worth the $95 yearly fee. The math states that if you spend more than $9,500 a year in those three categories, that the Saver would be a better match. Both the Saver and the Saver One offer 3% on supermarkets and 5% on hotel and car rentals through the Capital One Travel Portal. The Capital One Venture X rounds out this duo. The Saver and Saver One cashback rewards are easily converted to Capital One points with the addition of the Venture X. The Venture X comes in with a $395 annual price tag, but it offers a $300 annual travel credit, a 10,000-mile anniversary bonus, which is a $100 value. Already, this card puts $5 back into your pocket. There is also $100 global entry and TSA PreCheck credit, which we will value at $25 a year. And through Capital One Travel, this card earns you 10x on hotels and car rentals and 5x on flights. Also, you get 2x on everything else. The fact that this powerful combo remains intact while in the US and while traveling abroad makes it extra special for someone like me who usually does 3 to 6 month stints abroad. The Capital One duo of the Saver One and Venture X is likely the best single issuer setup out there for both at home and abroad. Now back to the statement that I prefer the Citi Trifecta over the Chase Trifecta. I suspect that this might be a surprise for many, given the features of the Sapphire Reserve versus the Citi Premier for travel. Here is my reasoning. In either case, I would never settle for either of those trifectas without adding in the American Express Platinum card if you're a serious traveler. It is my go-to travel card. The Centurion lounges, the annual clear credit, the fact that I may book flights directly with the airlines and still earn 5x points, the fact that Amex's customer service is second to none, and a whole host of other benefits too long to list. Given that I'm always going to recommend pairing the American Express Platinum with either the Citi or Chase Trifectas, this lowers the Sapphire Reserves value in this setup. The Premier's 3x points on supermarkets is essential, given that it's a big spend category for me. The Citi Double Cash and Custom Cash outclasses the quirky Chase Freedom cards. I hope that it's now clear that you must take into consideration where you are if you're gonna maximize your credit card rewards. A home strategy and an abroad strategy can be very different depending on your goals. If you find this video useful, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who you believe will derive value. And be sure to watch my travel channel to learn about the wonders of East Africa. Take care and be good to one another.